Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Lime Join podcast. I am your host, Hector, and with me is John.
The Jonathan Juan.
No, we do not speak that name around here again. And our very special guest, Vahkiti, Liam. Well, I don't know what you want me to call you.
I am Thick Brick. Hi.
That's a thing. Well, before we get into that, I just want to address a couple of things beforehand. Number one, our first live stream happened like, what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago by now? I think 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was last Thursday.
Boy, wasn't that an entertaining
two
thing
Thursdays.
that happened there.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, go watch it if you haven't.
It is the greatest dumpster fire in the history of Bionicle.
Probably,
Unless
yeah.
you count 2005.
What's wrong with 2005?
The year itself, it just... The Hordika
Anyway.
Anyway.
Fuck you!
What? Are you gonna say that the Hordika is... You're gonna say that shit's good?
I liked the Hordika.
Even Swart says
I like
that
the Hordika
it's the
too.
worst.
It was a meme.
I'm not memeing. Fuck the Hordika. Anyway. Yeah, if you haven't watched it, we debuted our live stream series called The Live Joint. We are working on like retooling it, perfecting it, because that was like a spur of the moment thing. We just did Google Hangouts, which worked really well actually, considering all things. But
Our goal is to provide quality content for all of our viewers.
Yeah. Very
giant air quotes quality
Content.
What do you mean? We have like the best quality content.
That's quality with the B emoji. Do not ask me where.
Quality.
Hey, I think we're getting about as many views per episode as Dark Side of Phil, so we must be producing quality content.
You're implying that Dark Side Phil makes quality content, but anyway.
You're still probably
Hey, he said he does.
Anyway, yeah, live streams. You can expect us to do live streams more frequently in the future. We just have to figure some things out, because like as it stands, my current computer just fucking dies if I run XSplit. So live streaming is like kind of impossible for me right now, at least from my computer. So we have to figure out like who's gonna host it, what we're gonna do, etc., etc.
There's a lot of details we got to work out, but
yeah,
we look forward to doing more stuff like that in the future.
Yeah, so like one of the things we've been planning for like 2 months now is like we want to get LJ to play Undertale on our channel.
Wait, LJ's playing Undertale? I thought he was just gonna be on.
No. Like he has never played Undertale, so I want to make him play it.
I feel you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fuck. I wish Sarah was here. Sarah does like the best Sans impression ever. I'm gonna edit it in post because I do have a file of that.
Oh my god.
Holy shit! Like my life completely changed because the other day I found out that Sarah is like this fucking amazing voice actor, and she had never ever said anything about it. And I'm just like, hey, do a Papyrus and Sans impression, like just for shits and giggles. And she actually did it. Like,
hello, Sans.
It's incredible. Like, she does an impression of the text noise, like the
yeah.
But it's
nice.
Perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I'm gonna edit it in. But...
I don't know. That sounded about right.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty good in itself.
Yeah, because she taught me how to do it.
Do banjo.
No, I've never played Banjo Kazooie. Oh my god. It only works because I have a deep voice. But anyway, yeah, live streams. It's gonna be cool. Hopefully look out for more The Live Joint.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm still proud that I came up with that name like while we were recording an episode of this.
It sounds like a live stream. Like for anyone uninitiated, it sounds like you're live streaming just like smoking a bong.
Yeah. Well,
Damn.
Our
Hey,
name, it's like
drugs.
no, don't post drugs in my group.
Is that
Dude.
a marijuana in my
Weed.
good Christian suburbs?
Oh god, shout out to
My
group.
good Christian Minecraft server.
Yeah. Oh my god, but yeah, I've told this before, but there is like 3 layers to the name, the lime joint.
3 layers? How many layers of irony are you on, my dude?
About 5 or 6.
You are like little Babby. Watch this.
Crack.
Fuck.
Sip.
Sip is the best one. But oh man, yeah, there's like a joint is a place where you hang out, so that's like the original intent, and then obviously lime joints from Bionicle are very, very notorious, and then yeah, joint just like weed, even though I don't know if anyone here actually does do drugs. Don't say it if you do. But
By the way, random off topic for a second. I apologize in advance if you hear like random what sounds like gunshots in post. It's Victoria Day here, so there are fireworks in the background.
oh my fucking god.
Hector,
That's
what do you
good.
mean? You do drugs. You're Hispanic. Don't you all do drugs?
I'm a Pomatoran, so yes. I do.
Comatorans and their damn rocks.
And yeah, infected comet balls. Infected comet balls. Oh shit. Charlie just messaged me and he's like, when are you recording the next Lime Joint episode? 'Cause I have free time if you want to guess.
Fuck, get him on.
Wait. If
Bring him
Hector
on.
if Hector has infected balls, does that mean he has an STD?
No, shut up.
Hey, Icy.
Oh. What? No. I thought you meant that he jumped in, but no. Anyway,
That would have
What-
been priceless if it was.
what even were we talking about? Oh yeah, we finished the live stream thing. The other thing I wanted to get into was we are totally legit pitching our G3 idea to Lego. It's called Bionicle Go no, it's not Bionicle. It's Bionicles Go. It's very intentional. Very intentional.
It's to make it more accessible because a lot of people don't like names that are the same singular and plural. You got to just like you need to make it so that it's easy for kids to understand, you know?
I will slaughter every last one of you.
Why?
Hey, we're doing a good. We're rebooting Bionicle and bringing it to a new audience
Yeah. You know what? Like the worst thing is
with
that
a new art style,
yeah,
fresh and unique.
if Bionicle ever came back, that's probably how it would come back, like given the current cartoon circumstances.
Cry.
But yeah. Where
Weeps
is
internally.
I'm looking for Charlie's account on Discord.
Rose, right?
Yes, Charlie Rose. One
Yeah.
of our moderators and just all around
Yeah, the sexy
fucking
one.
amazing guy. Yeah, the one every fucking man in mask hosting wants to fuck.
Well,
That's
I'm
fine.
actually gay, so like, fuck. They're just being ironic. I'm being legit about it.
Yeah, no one is being ironic about it. But anyway, yeah,
Especially not the Levok.
Bionicle
Charlie Rose is the only
Go.
person in mask posting that could get away with posting Nuva boobs.
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay. When he gets in here, I'm going to challenge him to put just the most massive Nuva boobs you've ever seen onto the good spirit robot.
Oh no! Don't do that. But anyway,
Watch me, goddammit!
Bionicles Go. It started, and you can probably see this like on the screen right now. I'm probably gonna edit it in. but it just started with one drawing that I made, like for shits and giggles. Fucking big shout out to Sarah Polin in mask posting because she made like the entire team in
Sarah
the
Palin.
Khaled style.
This is like the 5th Sarah we've in mass posting that we've encountered this week or this month.
Yeah.
Why you guys got
man.
Sarah Palin on the team?
It's not Palin, it's Polin.
She can see Russia from her house. She's qualified to draw Bionicles.
Oh man, I'm really. I almost wish we didn't have Vahkiti here so we can like do the clickbait thumbnail with the Bionicle Go.
Oh, we totally can do that.
I'm not stopping you.
We can do that for like an hour.
Yeah. But oh my god,
I'm just saying, I'm gonna kill you all for even suggesting that.
I tweeted at Lego about it.
Oh my god.
Let me see how many. So the tweet reads, "Here's the Bionicle reboot we're pitching to at Lego Group. Working title Bionicles Go. Hashtag totally not related to Thundercats because it is not related to Thundercats at all. I don't know where people would get that impression."
Honestly, I don't give a shit about the Thundercats thing because, like, as people have stated, there was a very decent and well-written reboot of Thundercats years ago. Nobody watched it. Nobody fucking watched it. So this is what you fucking get.
Yeah, no one watched it because no one liked Thundercats to begin with.
So why are they bitching about it now?
Because
it's another CalArts cartoon.
It's not really that. It's just the straw that broke the camel's back, if you know what I mean.
I don't see the issue with it personally, because again, you know, this is what you get for snubbing the one that was actually good.
Well, to be fair, Cartoon Network was the one who snubbed it. Like, they gave it horrible time slots, like 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Like, what kid is gonna wake up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning?
I suppose.
Not to mention, there's like a rumor that, well, no, somebody claims that this is what happened, but it's a very dubious claim. That basically Cartoon Network canceled, like they did ask for a second season of the Thundercats 2011 reboot,
Yeah.
but they scrapped it supposedly because Lego like pitched the Legends of Chima show to them. They're like, oh, these two shows are like really similar, but Chima is like way cheaper. So,
that's incredibly ironic considering Kima is directly a ripoff of Thundercats.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense for a little bit, but then you consider the Cartoon Network also has both Ninjago and Naruto Shippuden.
Do they?
Yeah. Naruto Shippuden's on Toonami.
But yeah, I was gonna say one's Toonami, the other's just regular Cartoon Network block.
Yeah,
but the season 2 of Thundercats was supposed to be on Adult Swim.
Speaking of which, JoJo Part 5 when?
Never. They're too busy making Captain Tsubasa an actually good show.
Damn.
They're doing a new Rohan OVA, which is at least something.
No. But I mean, I actually haven't watched the new Captain Tsubasa. I'm a really big fan of the 2002 remake.
Also, yeah, but like they can't do JoJo Part 5 even when it does come out. They can't do that on Toonami because they're too busy showing even worse shows like Darling in the Franxx.
I have not even watched anything about that show. Oh, but something else.
Stupid.
I don't think the comparison between Ninjago and Naruto works because like Naruto is it's made in Japan and they just have the rights to air it here. They actually like not commissioned, but like, you know, Thundercats was a Cartoon Network original. Like they have their own money in it.
They just have the rights to air the stuff that's already being made.
Exactly. So, but anyway, yeah, let's get this all stuff that we are talking about that's completely not related to our guest out of the way. So, Vahkiti or Liam,
Yeah.
well, what's up, man? Tell us, what have you been up to?
I've been pulling my hair out over the latest bugs and crashes, I guess. Because
damn, that sounds like a programmer.
I was in the recording chat for the Beaverhouse today, and Fishbill was just like, "Oh, when are we recording next? Now that Legend of Mata Nui is over, it's over. It's over." You say? Did you actually think that launch was the end of it? No. That's the best joke I've heard all month.
Oh no! But yeah, basically,
So-
Because for the last month, for the month that we had it and hadn't released it, we only had like 10 different systems of people to test it on. So,
Oh my
like, you know,
God.
there's a big difference between your little focus group of people bug testing and the rest of the
everyone.
world.
Oh, definitely. So tell us the story. How did you come into the files in the first place?
The beta or the alpha?
Either or.
Well, for the alpha, it's not really that interesting. We were just emailed randomly one day, and, you know, I was just going about my business and going to the BMP chat, you know, top secret, this is a thing that's come up. And
I don't know. This sounds pretty. That sounds pretty interesting. That sounds sketch as hell.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was sketch as hell because all we received was an email saying, "Hey, I've got this build," posted an Imager link with a couple of screenshots of
Oh
the
my God.
installer, and within the next like 3 or 4 hours, we had it.
It sounds like that fucking part in Skyrim where the Dark Brotherhood dude just comes up to you and hands you the note.
we know. Yeah.
The
But, like-
beta was a little more. The beta had a little more fanfare behind it because it was well after the alpha released. We started talking with Liam Robertson about his video on the game, and he started contacting various different Sapphire devs, and I can't say exactly who, but one of them happened to still have a disc lying around, and so through him we got a hold of that.
Well,
Mhm.
damn.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Yeah, but I want to go back like even further because like there are some questions about like you and what you do. I'm kind of more interested in like what you do than really
Like what
The
I
game
do on
itself.
the team or what I do in general.
like. Okay, let me shoot some questions for you. How long have you been doing like the Beaverhouse? And I know you're related. When you say BMP, you're referring to BioMedia Project,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. So like, how long have you been like working on those two things?
BioMedia Project, 6, 7 years, and the Beaverhouse has been operational since YouTube was created. Beaverhouse is actually a carryover from Google Video when they bought YouTube.
Holy shit!
Wow.
But we didn't really find an actual focus for the channel until maybe 5 or so years into its actual, you know, existence.
Hmm. Yeah. So, like Beaverhouse, what you guys mostly do is like nowadays it's Let's Plays and streams, right?
Yeah. Mostly
Okay.
streams these days because they're quicker and easier to do.
Yeah. Like, oh man, after we did our live stream, I was like, holy shit, I don't have to edit anything. This is
Yeah,
magical.
really.
So yeah, that's a big reason why I want to get into live streaming. Big reason why DTV and LJ got into live streaming also.
Yeah, it's been a lot easier to produce regular content doing that. Like, there were some games, some series that we had ongoing that, for various reasons, we had just abandoned and had taken us like years to get back to. When we switched to live streaming, we knocked out the entire games from start to finish in like 3 sessions.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like way quicker.
The live stream of Mata Nui Online Game 2 comes to mind. Oh boy. Wasn't that
Oh,
fun?
I
'Cause
haven't
I
watched
didn't-
it, but I can imagine.
We didn't cheat. And we didn't
Oh.
like use any of the debug menus or anything. So it was entirely legit. That
Why?
entire stream between the 2 sessions, 15 hours.
You did it in 2 sessions? What is wrong with you?
The first session was only like 5 hours. The second session was 12.
Good lord.
And 8 of it wasn't even, I didn't even intend on doing that. The whole thing about it, and I have a montage of this on YouTube.
No.
8 hours total of that stream were entirely devoted to grinding to beat Pokoro and Koli.
Oh no! So did you
Because you
develop?
gotta do the stamina training, and you gotta do the speed training, and you have to do the willpower training, and the strategy training, and oh my sweet fancy Christ. It was just,
No.
even when you cut out all of the skill training, I was
Mhm.
only able to cut down the actual Coley attempt footage to approximately 4 hours. And then from
Mhm.
that, I put like various, like in my editing, I have approximately 9 different windows on the screen. It's
Oh.
still a 15-minute montage.
Ugh. That sounds
Yikes.
disgusting.
It got to the point during that stream where I was just like, you know what? I am not ending this stream until I beat Pokoro. This is happening right here, right now, no matter how fucking long it takes.
Dude,
And to top
see,
it all off, at the end of the game, we got that soft lock bug. I don't know if you're
oh,
familiar.
Oh
Where
no.
if you go to the Temple of Creation before the end, or the Temple of Courage rather, before the final tournament, the ending won't play. Luckily, I knew that there was some kind of a soft lock bug at the end, so I backed up my save before the Takoro match, but it was still, the final nail in the shit coffin. It was just like, after all that, it would have been so easy to just like, nope, go back to the beginning. You're done.
Hmm. See,
You
that's
couldn't even get a congratulation.
that's the main difference between you and our channel. Here at the Lime Joint, we would have cheated the fuck out of that game.
Oh yeah, we
Believe
would have.
me, by that point, people in the chat were just like, just use the cheats, just use the debug menu, just edit your save. No, it's the fucking principle of it now. I'm
The
fucking
principle,
determined now.
the principle of beating legitimately a
Yeah.
like what 15-year-old Flash game.
Apparently, I got one of the best times too. Like apparently, it took Messenok on his playthrough a lot longer.
Yeah, I can
Wow.
imagine.
So what you're saying is we are opening up the speedrunning leaderboards for Bionicle Legends of Mata Nui?
I'm pretty sure Legend of Mata Nui actually has a speed running board now because of Ondrek.
Oh
Hmm.
lord.
Oh man, I'm gonna beat it. But yeah, I actually haven't played much because I was there like from the initial stream of like when you revealed the game, and
Yeah.
I downloaded it like immediately after, and I was like, oh wow, this is borderline unplayable. I'm just gonna wait until they patch it.
Well, it's getting there. We fixed one outstanding crash today. Excuse me.
Oh
So
god,
that's a thing, I guess.
yeah, and yeah, that's also something I wanted to talk about. Like you guys, like the people working on fixing the game, and like you mentioned that you want to like bring things from the beta and things from the alpha and like put them together into this huge game, or like as big as it is. I don't know.
I mean, it's not really changing the size to put these things in it. It's just like, things that were removed from the beta for no real reason would be put back.
Yeah.
Or
So
things that
like,
were changed would be shown off in a special area.
so the team working on this, you guys are going by the name Lightstone. Do you want to tell us more about that?
There's not really much to say about it at this point, really. At one point when we were working on things, I just thought, you know what? We're doing this now. Why not keep going after this is all done and do some original stuff? So if everyone's down, let's turn this into an actual studio.
Yeah, that
Who needs light stones?
yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to ask actually. Like what are you gonna oh fuck, let me rephrase that. So that's the reason why I was asking that, because like if you're going by a different like name for the project, it's like implying that you're gonna do stuff after you're done. So yeah, that's something I wanted to ask. Like, do you have anything planned yet, or is it
We
just
have
like
some
in
tentative
case?
plans, but we have nothing set in stone yet, just because it's not really something that's immediately on the horizon.
Mhm.
The name idea was something that really led me into this, though, because I figured, let's face it, we wanted to do something that would be reminiscent of Sapphire's name, but we didn't
Mhm.
want to invoke Sapphire after finding out all of the scummy shit that they've done.
Yeah.
So we thought, okay, what's a good name we can get away with that basically says we're continuing what Sapphire started, but better.
Mhm.
So we initially came up with names like Ruby, spelled like Rubii, or something like that. Just, like the various ways that
not like RWBY.
I hate you so much. And
Why-
you're totally the first person to make that joke.
Yeah, what you want them to name themselves after a fucking shitty show?
Yeah,
But,
I do.
We
The show's
came up with
awful.
some. I'm actually kind of sad that we did eventually go with Lightstone to Lite Stone rather to
Mhm.
it sort of invoke Sapphire's misspelling of Sapphire and Bionicle itself as well. I'm disappointed though that we didn't ultimately go with Ruby because there was a fantastic looking logo that they came up with, some the team members came up with, that was very reminiscent of the Sapphire logo, but
Mhm.
it almost looked like it was a scythe as well, and it was really cool. But since we didn't go with that name, we couldn't use it. And we still haven't come up with a logo for Lightstone just because we haven't thought of anything that could be done that could look anything like the Sapphire logo.
Oh yeah, just rip off the Lightstone from Menog. Just use that as your logo.
Yeah, that'll totally go over well with Templar and Lego.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Something I've noticed from all you old ass motherfuckers is that you call Menog Mnog. Why the fuck do you call it Mnog?
I don't know.
It's so weird. It's like
I'm probably the oldest one then, because I'm more used to referring it to as MNLOG or OLG. Sorry.
no, swear does that too.
Mnolg.
Yeah,
Yeah. You guys are fucking idiots.
you're a fucking idiot. Get the fuck out of here. I don't care if
Also-
it's your show. Fuck off. It's my show now.
No, you know whose show it is? It's Charlie's show because Charlie's here now. Say hi, man.
Oh, hey, the sexy one.
I got a
Oh.
haircut
Oh
Why?
shit.
Nice.
because I couldn't see.
It looked better long.
Excuse you?
R.I.P.
Charlie, you look beautiful no matter how long your short.
Yes,
How
that's
dare you
what I
cut
was
your
thinking.
luscious, sexy locks?
Oh, you should see me now.
R.I.P. Hobo Rose.
Hang on, let me see if I can
oh,
find my
man.
name.
Yeah, we were just talking to.
Dreadlocks, Charlie Wen.
Oh god, no.
Hopefully never.
Yeah, hopefully. Dreads look bad.
Whatever
on
happens,
white
you can
people.
delete me.
Dreads look bad on anyone. The fuck you trying to kid?
Jaden Smith looked alright.
Jaden Smith
Smith is
can't look
Jaden
good no
Smith.
matter. Jaden Smith can't look good in anything.
Can't or can?
Can't.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jaden Smith can pull off a fucking dress.
Yeah.
I mean, not really.
Homophobe. But anyway. Oh god, what even were
No,
we
you're
talking
you're
about?
implying that it's difficult to pull off a dress.
It is.
What are you, a fucking transphobe?
Oh, shut
You
up.
just have to unzip it, right?
What was that?
Oh my god.
You have to unzip it,
You
right?
just have to unzip
Oh
it,
my
that's what
god.
he said.
I completely missed what happened.
Charlie just
Pull
punned us.
off.
Oh.
It's easy to pull off that dress by unzipping it. I just want
Yeah, there you go.
to drink in the silence caused by this joke.
Anyway,
It's
I'm
not
gonna
that- it's
shit
not that hard
myself
to
if we
remove.
don't keep going, so let's go.
Oh, where
Okay.
can we go from here? Holy shit. So, oh yeah, But like, are your future projects, are they Bionicle, or do you have like something completely non-related in mind?
Probably something unrelated.
Hmm. Like, Bionicle inspired, perhaps.
Well, even if we did have some ideas, I shouldn't really talk about them yet.
Sure, that's the bane of every single Bionicle project ever.
Hey, as long as it gets done, it's already better than most Bionicle projects.
Yeah.
I mean,
man.
as far as Legend of Mata Nui is concerned, it's even if it doesn't ever get quote unquote finished, it's still out there. And all the
Mhm.
tools are still available.
Yeah. But oh yeah, like I saw you guys have like put in a Green Hill Zone into the game.
Yeah,
Like,
that was mostly all my work. Well, all my proof of concept work with some help from Shadow Knight just to get some things animated. Because I
Mhm.
just thought at one point, at one point when we were working on the alpha, we can do this, this, and this now. So let's see just how far I can push this, because there's really nothing stopping us from putting entirely custom levels in.
Mhm.
And
So, like, yeah.
off I went to my old mod tools to try and rip models from Sonic Adventure 2.
Are you gonna make it or release some tools to make it easy for people to add in their own levels?
Well, all the tools that we use are already available. They're not
Mhm.
private or anything.
Yeah. But just like, hey, if
So,
you want to do this,
Like,
use this.
ideally, in the long term, we would like to have a graphical level editor, yes, but, that's not something that we really have anywhere near done yet.
Yeah.
So how long until we get the version of Legends of Mata Nui that has that's modded to be exactly like Sonic Adventure 2?
So bad?
I
With-
mean, there's no reason we couldn't port all of Sonic Adventure 2 into Legend of Mata Nui.
Also,
Let's be
Hector,
honest here.
I will fight you, but not here.
What? You can't take
That was
me?
actually something interesting that somebody brought up today. Somebody brought up that as it is currently with the Makuta level and the various different challenges for each Toa, it's literally Cannon's Core.
Oh man.
As it is, it's literally Cannon's Core.
No, honestly, there is such a given that it's a beta, so there's obviously there's obviously no polish whatsoever. You've got all you're really missing is all the characters' voice lines talking over each other, and then it's just the same game.
I'll make you eat
And
those
then you
words.
have to play as Pohatu the whole games because he's fast.
Yeah, fast.
Oh god, is that your Sonic impression?
No, that's Vinny's Sonic impression.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Sonic impressions, let's go.
I'll use your chaos control.
I just realized I don't know any Sonic lines to copy because I don't play Sonic like. Okay, no, you know what? I fucking Sonic Heroes lines.
Faker. Ha! You're not good enough to be my fake.
No, hold on. Do that one more time.
You're not good enough to be my fake.
I'll make you eat those words.
Oh, I just remember like the random lines from Sonic Heroes.
Anyway,
My
what
favorite
you were
Sonic
saying?
line is man.
Oh yeah. Like what are the lines from Sonic Heroes? Whoa, look at all those Eggman robots!
head's spinning.
Yes. Oh, what's that sound that Knuckles makes? Shit.
Yeah.
The shit rock.
Yeah, the shit rock. Oh man.
Every time he punches, he swears by the shit rock.
Yeah.
The counterparts to the Chaos Emeralds.
Oh my god. Charlie, you play any Sonic? When are
Fortunately,
you
no.
making? Oh fuck.
Did you say unfortunately or fortunately?
Well, I said fortunately, but I was mostly just memeing there. My knowledge of Sonic is derived entirely from memes.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Admittedly, there's
Also
like-
clips of.
Admittedly, there's like 6 good Sonic games.
I've literally only played Heroes for
Mania
like an
is fucking
extended period of time.
fantastic. Let's be honest.
Mania is a weird one because there is so much of that game that is objectively awful, but
Like what?
it is like there's a ton of environmental stuff that's not immediately obvious whether or not it's an obstacle. The special stages have way too much going on. But it's
that
a
can be
fun
said about,
fucking game.
Okay, the special stages are fucking acid trips in any Sonic game. The only game that
No, it's not
is
it's not a
Sonic
matter of
2.
no, it's not. That's not what I mean. I mean that there's a lot more. There's so much to pay attention to. Like in every other special stage, there is one kind of collectible. In Sonic CD, it's the UFOs. And Sonic in Sonic
CD, you have
3,
the
it's the blue
UFOs, but you also-
spheres. But no, now it's like you have to get the blue spheres to speed up. You have to get the
It's
rings to
literally
stay
just the
alive.
blue
You have to
spheres and the
not
ring.
hit everything, and then you also have,
This is not a
to
Sonic
catch up to
show.
the
Shut
UFO.
up. This is not a Sonic show. Shut up. Anyway. Fuck. What even am I? I forgot what.
Gee,
We're
The
not
whole
us,
shutting
city's
up
on fire.
gee, us shutting up was really productive, wasn't it?
It just saves editing time. Oh my god. So tell us. But yeah. So you guys have been like posted in a million places, like a lot of Nintendo sites and just video game sites have been reporting
that was
on this.
surprising. I didn't. Even Liam didn't think that like the video he made would get so much extra coverage. But we've been posted everywhere from Kotaku to YouTube Gaming themselves, and we've got interviews going on from a guy with connections to Vice now.
Holy fuck.
Damn. So how does it feel that Kotaku misspelled the name?
I mean, it's fucking Kotaku, man.
There are you are now Legends of Mata Nui.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
It's not even Kotaku.
I noticed that
it's...
they used a screenshot from Web of Shadows for the fucking header.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that's also true.
It's not even Kotaku, it's Kotaku UK, so it's even worse.
Oh
But
boy,
it's bootleg Kotaku.
I'm gonna close my window.
But yeah, what I wanted to ask, like, where do you see like Lightstone and the Beaverhouse moving on, like from this? Like, how do you think this will affect what you're working on?
Now for the last question in your job interview, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Well, let's see. Something about drinking wine with a cat.
What?
Have you not seen that meme? It's like, where do you see yourself in 10 years? And it's this picture of a woman on a couch with a cat, and they're both drinking wine out of a glass.
No.
Nope. That sounds pretty fucking normy.
That's a really white mom thing.
I don't know. Like, I can't even figure out what I'm gonna have for dinner tomorrow. Do you really think I'm gonna be able to find out what we're gonna do in 10 years?
I didn't ask 10 years. Like a short term.
I mean, I'll be happy if I can fucking eat. So,
Okay,
I don't know.
cool. Awesome plans.
Well, what
I
about the production company? I think was more his question.
Well, nothing's really set in stone, so I'm not really sure, what's going to happen after this game is done. I figure we just handle that when it comes around.
Yeah.
It's not like we have any contracts. We're not under any obligation to get these things done, right the fuck away.
Well, oh man, yeah, it's a bright but uncertain future, I guess, which is a good segue to get into questions.
Oh man, questions.
Yeah, remember, you can send us your questions at the line
at thatguywiththeglasses.com.
No, shut up. We don't speak about them anymore. But yeah, you can send Remember, you can send us your questions over at thelimejoint@gmail.com. You can send them to @thelimejoint on Twitter. You can comment them on this very video, or you can look out for the posts I make on the Facebook group every single week. That's usually where we get most of our questions. So, the first question comes from Isaac. And Isaac asks, I've heard rumors that the final boss is in the new beta you have. What truth is there to that? Furthermore, if that isn't true, which version of the boss fight would you want to implement into the game? For example,
I was gonna say that's japes. That's complete japes. I don't know where you heard that.
yeah, for example, like, would you implement the Menok version or the Tales of the Toa book version of Makuta?
There wasn't really a version of Makuta in that book, was there? It was just the Shadow Toa.
I don't. Do
Yeah,
you think
there
I
really
read
wasn't.
books? I'm fucking stupid as shit, man. I can't read.
Because the plan is to implement both those.
Ooh.
Because there was at least at one point stated to have been plans to implement the Shadow Toa, and there was that mock-up screenshot that Templar eventually used that had a 3D model of Makuta.
So will Legends of Mata Nui 2 have advanced movement?
What do you mean by that?
You know, like thruster packs and double jumps and wall running, you know.
So that only happens
Oh
in
yeah, we're gonna
Legend of
turn
Mata
it
Nui
into
5.
fucking Crash Bandicoot 2 or Sonic Lost World. Gonna put a
Crash
full
Bandicoot 2.
parkour system in.
Gonna have armor lock?
God. Well,
Maybe make it like Super Mario Galaxy. Give it like anti-gravity physics.
hey, that'd be fun. Galaxy's a good game.
The Miru.
Yeah, but Sonic Lost World was meh.
I only play like the 3DS demo, but
Oh, you poor thing. The 3DS version was worse.
oh god. But Mikhail asks, why the fuck is Pohadu written like Poadu? Same goes for Tohanga and Tahoe. I think he's mentioned like the promotional art I used in the pose, which is written in Cyrillic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that entire thing in Russian?
Yeah. So I guess they don't have an H.
So
Like, your
Pohadu,
guess is as good as mine. I don't read Russian.
it's because Makuta is up here.
Oh no, Sarah.
Sorry,
is up
sorry.
here.
It's
Droog.
because Pohatu.
Droog.
Yeah, well.
Pohatu is thick.
Next question. Claudio asks, what is your favorite element?
Is this to tie in with that element war thing that I've been seeing around
No,
the page?
no way.
No. I think this was before that, actually.
My favorite element is ketchup.
What?
That's
That's
not an element.
It is now.
No.
So,
You gotta be like, no. My favorite
I
element.
will put a toa of ketchup in this game.
My favorite
No,
element.
fuck Ricky, we're putting a toa of
is-
ketchup in now. Fuck you.
Come on, man.
No.
Everyone knows that the best element is gallium.
shut up. Well, what about you, Charlie? What's your favorite element in Bionicle?
I think it's probably the element of good.
Well, let him answer.
That is an element, then yes, but usually fire because I'm very basic.
Oh,
But sometimes red.
Red Power Ranger ass looking ass.
Well, yeah, I mean, basically.
Yeah.
They're usually the story focused,
next-
so they typically get the best designs.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. Yo, Vakama's
Yeah.
like straight up my favorite design for a Toa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Real
but she's
shit,
a little
yeah.
emo bitch.
That's
Well,
cool.
I mean, that's appealing. It's relatable.
It's that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's relatable.
It's relatable for us. How old was I? 5?
I was 5.
I was
Actually,
like
yeah.
14, I think.
Vakama was my first.
I'm pretty
Like,
sure I am
Bionicle
the
set.
oldest person in this entire group. Aside from
Probably.
Bart.
Yeah, but oh man, I think my favorite would be probably magnetism or gravity, because gravity is just fucking overpowered as shit.
Just had to prove you're not a normie.
John, what about you?
Oh, what am I? I'm sorry. What? I totally zoned out.
Element.
Oh, I already said my favorite element's gallium.
Oh,
No, my
fuck
favorite.
off then.
That's my favorite actual element. No, my favorite Bionicle element. I don't know. I kind of want to say Earth.
That's good.
But
I honestly,
what about Mati, Toa
I
of
think-
Hope?
No,
Why?
I think that the Earth Toa, they may not have the best designs, but they got some of the coolest features. Like Nuparu has his shredder claws.
Shredder claws.
Onua has his shredder claws.
Amen.
Onua Nuva has fucking chainsaws.
Because those are totally useful for digging in the ground.
And I think probably Nuparu Mari has my favorite mask out of any of the Toa.
Dude, it's fucking hardcore. I love it.
I love that it's silver. It goes on every mock.
Yeah. But oh man. Well, next question. Joshua asks, "What did my dad say? I had earbuds in, so I couldn't hear him. He said to stop being such a huge disappointment and stop playing with Legos." Next question.
What?
Barnabas asks, "How did you learn the programming skills you've used to piece together Legend of Mata Nui?"
Well, my friend, to quote our good friend Y on the team, autism finds a way.
That's a really good quote.
Jesus Christ.
It was literally an answer to a question my friend Damien asked, like, at what point did we just randomly become game developers? Autism finds a way.
So, like, did you learn stuff like before or after you got the alpha?
Oh, well, after, like, the whole launcher thing, that was
Mhm.
the launcher was made after literally a 24-hour crash course in Visual Basic. I knew absolutely nothing about Visual Basic when I made this, and to a large extent, I still don't. I just bullshat my way through it until I shat out a working product.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that
it.
that is an accurate representation of. It's all just one big shart.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that is an accurate representation of Discord cutting out your microphone. Very good.
Yeah. Well, it's more that he unplugged it. Plug your
Anyway,
microphone
no. Game development is all just one big shart.
back. Yeah.
Visual
Next
media in
question.
general is just a crash course.
Yeah. What? Like Claudio asks, "Are you planning of doing extra content with the assets you already have?"
Define extra content, because we are planning on adding, like, I mentioned this on LJ's show, but we are planning on doing an Insomniac museum style area that showcases entire areas that were cut from the beta or changed around completely, like Gakoro.
Mm-hmm.
DLC $15.
Yeah, we'll
But-
give you the Gold Kanoe DLC.
Oh god. But
But
Hold
will be
up,
locked on
someone's-
paywalls.
We'll do Tekua mode.
well, you know what? Hold up. Something's going on in the background. I'll wait for it to blow over.
I hear screaming babs.
Yeah,
Why are there screaming babs?
because that's
Kill
how
them
they
all!
usually.
Okay, maybe not.
Okay, so we are back. There is no noise going on. I hope. Charlie,
The children
shut up,
are
your
all
dog.
dead.
Yeah.
Job 2.
So and yeah, in this we have Sarah, who is also here because fuck it, why not? This is a mess of an episode anyway. No, it's not. It's actually really fun.
See, that's
Right.
the thing. Anything I'm a part of just melts into trash.
I feel it. I feel it.
It's a very general lime joint thing, I think.
Me too,
Oh,
thanks.
so you're just trash always. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Why do you think we're called a lime joint? Like LJ
Me too,
says.
thanks.
Yeah, it's very demonstrative of our quality.
Rip.
But anyway.
I believe the word is indicative, Hector.
Ah, fuck off.
Indubitably.
That's racist. Honestly, that's racist. So next
What
question.
the fuck?
Next question. Kirill asks, are you planning to team up with Red Star Games to produce and a video game version of upcoming tabletop?
No comment.
All right.
That feel when PR rep for Red Star Games, and I don't even know the answer to this question, so no comment as well. I mean, I'm just thinking, like, what even could it, like, I don't play
I've
tabletop.
had talks with Lehari about something, but I don't know what he wants, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, that's the
That's
thing,
all,
like,
that's
how do
all
you...
I'll say, because I don't want to, like, say anything that he wouldn't want me to.
Hold up.
Yeah. He's lost the questions, guys.
Pull up. Drank.
Okay, so...
Pull up, fam. I got this.
Maybe another
Alright.
lost episode.
What is wrong with you? We're on the air,
Next
goddammit!
question. We're not on the air. This is post, but okay. Next question. Luca asks, did Bionicles get any of you kids into cars? What?
What? What?
Is it like Transformers or?
I'm not sure. Like, get any
Wait,
of you
like
kids
cars
into
or
cars?
cards?
Cars.
Is this
okay.
the Bionicles that look like cars or cars that look like Bionicles reference?
No, okay. I think, yeah, I think he means
I
like.
mean, let's be honest here. If I could legally drive a Scopio, you better damn well fucking believe I would.
My other cars
Yeah,
are Rocco.
I think, yeah. I think he means like, yeah, like when you grow up, you got into like liking cars.
Not really. I mean, cars are cars. They get you from A to B, and they sometimes look pretty.
I mean, well, like, I mean, Icy is like super fucking into cars. It's like he
Okay.
goes to meetups and stuff now. So I mean, like, I guess I wish he was here to answer this one because he would be able to get more in depth out of it. I can see the connection, like what with some Bionicles looking like cars, I guess.
I'd say it's a lime connection.
Bad.
I'll see myself out.
And the last question is from Andrew. He says, "Where are the other drugs going?" And then a gif of Batman. I don't know. I don't know.
They're coming from Daxia.
I don't know. I think the
This
drugs
is-
are going. The drugs are going into my shart.
What?
They're en route to Stilt as we speak.
Oh no. Well, thank you for listening. Remember, you can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Thank you for listening. Good night.
Ah!